Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to compare the Sledge to the Big Rock. Battle of the 6S beasts. Traxxas versus Arrma. Which one is better? Alright, so today I want to take a look at the two 6S monsters, one from Traxxas, one from Arrma. They are both stock, running the stock gearing, no changes to either of them. Yes, I do have a warranted ESC in there, but it is the factory spec ESC, so there's no changes to either one. They are both running 100% stock, except for, I got a blue wing and some control arms, but that's not going to influence anything as far as drivability. So, I'm not sure if this is really like a fair shootout. I know it's definitely better than comparing this to an 8S, even if you put an 8S ESC in here, comparing it to a larger Traxxas. These are really similar in size, similar tires, stuff like that, similar performance out of the box. So that's what I'm looking at here, out of the box performance. So just gonna quick look at some like the jumping characteristics, the air. Air control, speed, stuff like that. Just gonna have some fun with it. Maybe help some people out if they're torn between the two. I know this has been out for a while. The Arrma's fairly new, but the Sledge is definitely a torquey monster right out the gate. The Big Rock, you kind of turn the punch up, but it is capable of being there. All right, so before I draw the battery down too much, I'm going to run the Big Rock, and then what I'm going to do is a speed test from one end of the field to the other and kind of see who can go faster in the dirt. Hard to really say what Arrma's intent is with this. It shares the same chassis platform and that of the new Creighton that's coming out. Obviously the Creighton has the EXB parts, but I mean, other than that, they're spec the same. Ooh, yeah, this thing's still a little nose heavy. Oh, I do have the punch turned up on this, so it is fast. Oh, whoa. I wonder if that nose down there wasn't a glitch, because I was not full throttle on it. Oh no, oh man. Damn, it's always the ones with the nice bodies. It is sounding better. I did, from the factory, they had the back shocks wrenched all the way down and the front shocks loose. So if you look now, it's sitting a bit more level. I loosened the back, tightened the front up just a little bit. So I think that's gonna help out a lot. Yeah, see, now when you brake, it's not totally slamming down. So let's do a speed run from one end of the field to the other. So the little grassy area there is the start, and we're going to end there at the cup. And this should really help see like how much torque, power these can create and how good they'll do on dirt, which is going to be a reflection of like how good the tires and suspension and stuff like that handle everything. So here we go. Okay, I gotta redo that. Too much power. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to ease into it. All right, here we go. This is gonna be tougher than I thought. All right, let's go. Ooh, oh man. Okay, well, I slammed on the brakes and that's what caused that. She was moving. She was moving. Oh, the stuff I do to bring you guys content. Hope you enjoy it. And the RC Guy Garage GPS mount still there. 40. So we got 40 through the dirt. All right. All right. I have a feeling this is going to do better. It's a bit heavier than the Sledge, and it doesn't wheelie as hard. So, oh, okay. Whew. Maybe it wasn't as fast. Well, this is why we had the GPS. GPS don't lie. This is the best I could do without an actual drag race. .36. Sledge is faster, even though we got to baby that thing off the line. I was full throttle on that, so. Oh. Looks like the Sledge got a little. I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, you should run it over and over and over, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to. This thing even felt like it was a little bit slower going through there. Now, I think on the street, this will be faster. I got 55 out of it on the street. If you guys are looking for something to hold your GPS, this one by RC Guy Garage, I've given it quite a beating. And it's just taking it. Okay, next up, we're gonna do some jumps. We're gonna try to start from the same spot and just see how they do. Nice, man. The Sledge sounded solid. Ooh, wow. Little touchy on the throttle response, but yeah, there we go. Man, that flew. That did good. Sounded good landing too. There we go. You know, when you go from one RC to the next, sometimes you just kind of gotta remember how they go. All right. Ooh. This has decent air control, but it's not the. Damn. There we go. This one always seems to need throttle going up. Let's see here. This thing is sitting crooked now. I hope I didn't Nothing broke. Don't look like. You know, this one here might have a slight advantage on the speed too, because I'm running the big Gens Ace Basher pack, big 6S 120C. So I don't know if that's better than two 3S packs, or just have it all go through one 6S, but I didn't have the other ones charged and this one was, so I wanted to run it. Whoa, that was some air. Wow. Oh shit, I hit reverse. That was, oh, that was totally me. That was totally me. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. Little slap. I think, see, that's a little high for this. See, that was okay. I think the other one was just a little too high. So next, the field test. So try to accelerate full speed and see the handling. This one actually does have anti-sway bars. And I do have an AVC installed, so this should be a little comparable. Which actually, I guess, gives this a little more of an advantage compared to stock. It is fast. Does seem a bit bouncy though. Really looks like it's working that suspension quite a bit. I will say one thing with this truck, it does eat through some batteries pretty fast. And it is loud. If you guys watch the videos, you can hear like how much noise it makes. I'm just trying to observe like how it's absorbing the bumps. Yeah, it's definitely a bit bouncy, which is surprising for as heavy as it is. All right. Now, before anybody says anything, I bought the Big Rock, I bought the Sledge. I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I don't have favorites. I love all my RCs, so I'm not really trying to pick one over the other. I do gotta probably work on that center diff on this, because see, I do got the ballooning tires. I never really looked into it. Oh, see that? Yeah, they both kind of, if you hit them full throttle, they flip. But this one, the tires do balloon. You saw front and rear were doing it. The other one, the Big Rock, does not have that problem with tires. But let's see. The Sledge is a bit bouncy too, but I feel like it's soaking it up better. Yeah, I would definitely say this one's eating it up, it's soaking the bumps up better. Oh. Oh yeah, the Sledge just, you can just see the, but it's really, that thing is surprisingly fast. I don't know why I think it's surprisingly, because when you look at the motor, I mean, it's long, but it's so small. Like, but yeah, I think the Sledge just does a little bit better through the rougher stuff, but it's not like the Big Rock's not capable of it. I think this is just slightly better. I do believe these are fatter shocks. It's probably just dampen it a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, these are, yeah, those are just way larger shocks. They can handle that. Look at that. Boom. All right, let's move on. We'll do a little maneuverability. We'll just run it through some of the stuff here, check out the steering and stuff, because this has a very slow servo compared to the Big Rock. So I want to kind of compare turning radiuses here. So let's try to start here. Stay within the bank. Now look at this servo. That thing's crazy fast. So, oh yeah, the turning radius is way better on this. Yeah, this is way more maneuverable. Oh yeah. I think it's kind of par for the course with Traxxas. Just seems to have large turning in their cars. So you can hear it better here. Like, this has a very high pitched, I almost kind of hate working on these videos because this thing is loud. Yes. All right, let's see how the Sledge does on this part. Oh. Said, I don't know if it's really, because the Sledge was definitely built, they advertised as a basher. So they put the metal chassis on there, which I'm not sure if that's the best thing for bashing, but this thing actually, ooh, turns pretty good. It really does a nice job soaking that up. But like I said, they're both at the same price point. They're both 6S. Is definitely, I think, a little more fair comparison to this than it would be like an X-Max. X-Max is just kind of in its own thing, but maybe that'll be the next video I do. We'll compare the Outcast 8S to the X-Max. I would definitely say that Sledge is smoother on these jumps. It just has more suspension, bigger shocks. It just, But like I said, it was built as a basher, so it was built to take big jumps. But I'm really... Whoa. Where did it go? Yeah, so see, at slow speeds, this does better. It's really amazing, like down here it's slow, it has a better turning radius. But if you come up here at speed, not so much. I don't know, it don't seem like the sledge just kind of wants to jump. See, this one's just nose heavy. If I just hit a jump, it just, like, watch, it'll see it. No, damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you got the Sledge, you got the Big Rock. Which one is better? I really can't tell you. You need to watch the video and make a decision for yourself, kind of what suits your needs. If you're out here wanting to hit these big jumps and catch a lot of air, then you probably want to go with the Sledge. If you want to run through fields, do smaller jumps, just have fun on the street, look at the Big Rock. They're both very capable vehicles. I feel like this is better suited for the street with the tires it has on it than these. As far as like the big jumps go, the Sledge definitely has better air control. There's more movement that you can have with this, probably because the way the tires will expand, it allows for more rotation. The Big Rock, it's just already kind of nose heavy, and you really need a lot of throttle to kind of get it up. Now, increasing the boost does help with that. You can get more of an upward tweak. So if you are going to jump it, you might want to increase that boost. But the Sledge, being built as a basher, it just has bigger shocks, a little more travel than what this has. This can handle jumps, but not as high as this. So kind of, you know, as I said, what's your goal? You really want to catch a lot of air, then you probably want to catch the Sledge. If you're fine smaller jumps or just ground running through your backyard and want to go up and down the street, you know, both of them will fit that need. But you know, the Big Rock, just, it does look amazing. You know, the tires on this one don't balloon. They're a little slick, but I think they do better on the road. These are soft and grippy, so it does good in the dirt, does good on pavement. But these things, you know, the way they're kind of firm makes it fun, because you can be on the street and you can power slide, and they're not so sticky that it causes you to, when you slide, to flip over. And I think that's what Arrma was going for, was not to have you catch a tire and roll it. So this is extreme. This is a lot of fun on the street because of the way it power slides. This one I think is a little bit more fun in the dirt, but these are my opinions. they're both great vehicles. Now, I've had the Sledge since it was released. I haven't had any problems. I've broken one suspension pin on the back here, but I'm not an extreme basher. I'm not one of these guys that comes out here and launches my car 30 feet in the air trying to break it for views, or you know, just to me, that's not fun. Because just being mechanical in nature, I know these things, they're designed to take a beating, but they're not really designed to go that far. If you're bottoming out the suspension, it went too high, and there's no way it goes that high it doesn't bottom out. But the hobby is fun. Don't let YouTubers scare you by saying, hey, you need to buy this, throw a new ESC in here, get this, and you need to power it and buy bigger. This, it's expensive. And that was the whole point of my video. These both are bone stock, factory gearing, factory everything. This is the way they come out of the box. They're already $700 each. It's expensive. So we're not looking at what can we make them. If you want to upgrade in the future, it's always a possibility. Either one of these, you can easily upgrade any of the parts, bigger motors, ESC, whatever you want to do. But out of the box, they both work. They're both fast. They both run. And you're going to have a good time with either one of these. Like I said, so it really depends on your style of driving and what you're looking for. So I hope you found this informative, help you make a better decision as to which way to go. They're both great RCs. I will say the Traxxas is a bit easier to get going. It's a fully clipless system. You go here, slide this forward, the batteries clip in. Even with these pins, I can get this running faster than that. Oh, this fan is an option, which I do think is dumb of Traxxas to do that. Now this has a semi-clipless system. It has the clip in the front, but you still have pins back here. It's not terrible, but what I don't like is the battery has the 2 Velcro straps. It just takes a while. Like today, I accidentally pulled the Velcro out, and it took me a while to feed it back and try to get it back around and hooked. That's a pain. I don't like that. So just things to look at when you're buying them. Now the Traxxas, this does come with your TQI setup. It does have a which you can tell I turned it down for jumps, but this does have like a stability control built in. This does not. This remote that comes factory from Traxxas, all of my cars are bound to this one remote. These don't, unless you spend the money and get something a little nicer like this. Now granted, you could do more with the high dollar remote than what you can with this. Even with the Bluetooth module built in, you have more settings available to you, but you have to invest the money in a remote. But factory to factory, this one will bind all your cars. So if you keep buying Traxxas, you could just use one remote. Arrma, you have to have remote after remote after remote. So it's just something to think of. Like I said, stability control, no stability control. So just whether you like it or not, I'm just giving you the information to make an informed decision as to what you want to buy. All right, so like I said, hope you found this informative. Hope it make you make a decision as to which one. I really don't think you're going to regret either way. They're both great RCs. Like I said, I think next I'll do the 8S Outcast versus the X-Max, the two 8S beasts. We'll run them and kind of give them a comparison. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Hope to see you on the next one.